I too feel very nervous. I'm an art teacher, so normally I get to do stuff with my hands, and there's no stuff for me to do right now. So I'm just like painting a picture. Where are your crayons? Yeah, I'm just gonna take a deep, and you can join me if you want to. I need to do this. Yes, we are among on-track ladies. This is wonderful. I love these people so much. And the work they do is beautiful. I will tell a little bit about my story and then talk more about you, but I grew up in a house that really believed credit was bad. And so that was like a story that I was told a lot. Credit's bad, don't carry a credit card, all these things about credit. Credit is bad, 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 bad. So I was like, okay, I'm a good kid, I won't do that, So I grew up and we all have these money stories and most of them are passed down, we inherit them. And I lived my life on a pretty cash basis for a long time and I was able to do that. And I was lucky, I had the energy to work a lot and was able to pay for my school by working 3 jobs at a time. And I was one of those annoying people that was I'm working 3 jobs and paying for school and I'm also gonna run a marathon. And my sister was slow down, when my sister found out how long a marathon was, she was surely not, that sounds horrible. But that was who I was, I had that kind of annoying energy. And I say that because at one point in my life, I became sick and I had some mystery illness that landed me in the hospital. And I was sick for a long time, actually 6 months, where I could barely work. And so all the money, the cash that I had saved from, living my life at kind of this constant pace of working 3 jobs, I had set aside money for savings, because I was cash, you can't have credit and all of that. And I had set aside money for a down payment for a house and all of that. So I was yeah. But, medicine is expensive. And I got to this point where I was well, gosh, what do I do? I've spent my savings, my life savings, trying to stay well, and I'm still not well. That really stunk. And it was hard because there was a time where, I had to sleep on my sister's couch because I was just too weak to move. And yeah, it was really the pits. I listened to a lot of the Gilmore Girls over and over again because I didn't always have my eyes open, I just kind of listened to them. But I thought, I woke up one day and, on my journey to getting better, and sometimes it was kind of I would go to the pharmacy to buy the medication that we had figured out. This medication will keep you out of the emergency room, so you kind of have to have it if you don't want to go to the emergency room. And I thought, well, yeah, I don't want to go there anymore. It's no fun. And so I would go and, I was paying for everything in cash, and sometimes I would just buy enough of the medicine so those were the days I could go to work. And the rest of the time I would just be ill. And so I thought, what do I do? This is, and then I also found out that organizing medical bills is a giant plate of family-sized spaghetti. It's impossible to organize. And you're chasing people down and you're trying to be organized and you're just can't figure it out, and people don't remember that they put you on a payment plan, so you didn't pay, and I'm I totally paid you, And it's just a mess, So I had to have an Excel spreadsheet and I had to document conversations with people named Sharon on the telephone. Sharon, I paid you that $15 on April 14th at 2:32 p.m. Don't give me this sass, I'm a nice person. So, that happened to me, and it was the worst. And so trying to figure that out, and when I was in the process of all of that, and I had operated on this very cash basis, I found that I hadn't even really gotten the chance to work on my credit, but now these medical bills were dinging my credit because they were being falsely reported. And I was well, that is not fair. On top of being sick, on top of losing my life savings and having a hard time working, now you're gonna ding my credit that I didn't even get a chance to address. I haven't even gotten a chance to get started on it yet. It was horrible. And I was no, this is not happening to me. So ultimately, through the programs at OnTrack, I became more educated and empowered about credit. And that helped me to advocate for myself so that I could file the appropriate paperwork to get those false things off of my credit report. And within a year of like chasing down all the little things inside that giant plate of medical bill spaghetti, I was able to raise my credit score about 114 points. So it was awesome. And now I'm on a more stable path with my health, but that doesn't mean that that's like not a thing I don't have to deal with every day. It's still something I have to do like 130, I have to do 137 things a day, it feels like, to like stay normal and healthy and like working and all of that. But so what I'm here to say, and I wrote this down because I was like, don't forget this is really important. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to say, is I wanted to say that you are in good company here with the OnTrackers. This is a shame-free zone. Hallelujah, shame-free. Thank you for the work, Brene Brown. We all knew it, but now the research proves it. Shame, vulnerability, it's important. You can feel empowered and educated here. And when I tell people about OnTrack classes, I'm like, no, they're really free. Nobody wants to take your money there. I've tried. They don't want it. They tried to give me some. I did secure. It's true. They gave me money and they're like, no. That's not true. I'm like, dude, it's true. And I've gotten several people that I work with, finally, after years of telling them the same thing over and over again, they have gone to the classes and they feel empowered. And in fact, I have friends that have started off their marriage by going to the classes together. Hallelujah on that one. And you don't have to be perfect to be awesome.
Right? Yes. Yeah.
I wore my Wonder Woman bangle.
Yeah.
You don't have to have it all together, and your credit score and your bank account, while it's great to have those things in order, is not your worth.
Right. Yes.
Your worth is already here. You're already worthy 100%. 100%. I was worthy of a good credit score before I had it.
Yes.
And now I'm like meeting with friends and like talking about money more regularly because we used to not talk about that stuff. It was faux pas, but at OnTrack I let's talk about it. I have negative $37 and I can't afford my medication. We will get you there. We will get you there. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm like meeting with friends and talking about money, and we're having like a little book club. I'm reading the book, You Are a Badass at Making Money. And my next thing is, just figuring out ways to get paid more for the stuff I'm already really good at doing. Yeah.